Hey guys, it's me, Seren, back with another video. So this is going to be a review, I guess, brief review, chit-chat about the Barbie Dreamz video. I was not going to do a review of this visual or really talk about it, but, excuse me, we started talking about it on Instagram, and we ended up kind of having like a really good conversation about it, and I wanted to talk about it a little bit here on the channel because I feel like okay, so number one, the Barbie Dreams video came out, and number one, a lot of people were saying that they wanted Tim's and baby hair and bamboo earrings, and it's an old school song, so I want a old school video. Like, damn, a bitch snoozing. Like, y'all cannot let the 90s motherfucking go. Like, I've said it once. I will say it again. Like, that's literally all y'all know. Like, all y'all know is this pre-packaged idea of the 90s, of Black American culture in the 90s. Like, that's Tim's and baby hair and bamboo gold earrings and long fingernails. Like, y'all have really latched onto this fucking idea, and you cannot let this shit go. Like, number one, there was a lot, as I've said before, there was a lot of other shit going on in the 90s. There was a lot of other shit going on in the early 2000s, in the early 2010s. There was a lot of other aesthetics that were popping around that time. Like, it wasn't just, like, you guys do know that, like, the late 90s and early 2000s was also, like, Diddy and Mace motherfucking shiny suits and fucking goggles and you know, like, there was other shit fucking happening. Like, the 90s was also motherfucking Mariah Carey and Old Dirty Bastard riding roller coasters out in motherfucking Coney Island and roller skating and shit like that. Like, there was other shit happening at that time, number one. Like, you guys are so plugged into this idea that if it is not this motherfucking cheap knockoff motherfucking idea of the 90s that you guys have in your head, if it is any other type of aesthetic, you guys don't even know what to do with it. Like, that shit is wild. That shit is, like, wild. Like, Hype Williams directed the Barbie Dreams video. Hype Williams is just an amazing, iconic director. And it's also funny because, for example, I also see people, like, they've latched on to, like, Belly, too. Like, they love Belly, which was, like, you know, Nas and DMX, and which was also directed by Hype Williams, full-length feature film. But Belly has that type of aesthetic that Hype ended up using for the Barbie Dreams video, which is this, I can't think of the name of the, like, the panoramic, where it's, like, really long and these, like, bright colors, these oversaturated colors, these blues and these greens, and that is what Hype Williams, like, was known for. Like, he would film in this, like, panoramic style, so you'd have these, like, black bars on the top and the bottom, or these, like, different colors or different things going on in the background, and then you'd have these, like, different color flat backgrounds with the artist standing in front of the background. They're rapping or they're singing or they're dancing, or, you know, that was the whole point. My first thought when I saw Barbie Dreams was the Kanye West Gold Digger video. And what did I say when the Chun aesthetics came out? I said, I feel like this is Nicki trying to, like, move in her sort of old Kanye direction, when Kanye was started really getting into, like, exploring, like, different types of aesthetics and doing different types of things with his visuals, which I feel like Nicki is doing as well. And it's like, if it's not what y'all expect, if it is something different, people don't like it, and people don't even get what the aesthetic is supposed to be. People don't even get that it is a throwback video. Like, it is actually a throwback video. Like, it is a nostalgia video. It's just not Tim's and baby hairs. Like, that is all y'all know. Like, that is the one thing that y'all think you know about Black American motherfucking 90s culture, is Tim's and motherfucking baby hairs and dressing up like TLC, motherfucking fake ass dripping in finesse. Y'all love that shit. Y'all love the motherfucking karaoke shit. Y'all love it. Y'all love it. Y'all love that shit. But when someone gives you, like, a different type of throwback, because this is a throwback video to the sort of early 2000s Hype Williams era, you know, we started talking about it on Instagram. People started suggesting other videos. The Touch It remix, Busta Rhymes and Mary J. Blige, which was also filmed exactly the same way by Hype Williams. Check Up On It, Beyonce, which had these, like, pink and purple backgrounds, that was also directed by Hype Williams, you know. Fucking Gold Digger Again by Kanye West. Kanye and Hype had a really good relationship where they filmed quite a few videos together. Like, this is a throwback aesthetic. She has the goddamn fucking puppets from Crank Yankers, which is fucking hilarious. Like, I was watching the video like, yo, this shit is funny. Like, it's and I've also said this before about the way that Nicki kind of interprets a throwback aesthetic. I also thought this with the She's for Keeps video, the song that she did with Quavo. It's a throwback aesthetic, yes, but it's not a direct, just like we talked about before, the difference between inspiration and recreation. Like, it's not a recreation. It's not, we're going to dress up like TLC, and we're going to do our hair like TLC, and we're going to put these TLC clothes on, and we're going to use this TLC beat, and we're going to do Bobby Brown, and like, it's not so in your fucking face beating you over the head with it. It's inspired. It's inspired by some shit from the early 2000s. It's inspired by the fucking Crank Yankers, which was a fucking hilarious ass show that I'm sure you haven't seen or heard of because you don't really know anything about fucking old shit. You guys really don't know anything about it. Crank Yankers was these fucking puppets that used to like prank call people. I used to watch that shit late at night and die laughing. And so like the puppets are like the Crank Yankers puppets, and the colorful backgrounds with her like standing in front of the colorful backgrounds and like dancing and stuff like that is a throwback to the early 2000s and the early 2010s, and she had Hype Williams direct it, which is funny because Nicki has also been out for 10 years, so even that time period was like, that was Nicki's like first era, like. And then people started suggesting old like videos that had Nicki Minaj that also like use that same type of thing, like the Hello Good Morning with Diddy and Dirty Money, which I'm sure you've never heard of, where she's like in front of the blue background, the fucking 5-star chick with Gucci, Yo Gotti, Trina, and Nicki, which I'm sure you've never heard of, where they're rapping in front of just like the white background, like the Dream, who had a whole series of videos that was him dancing around in an American flag in front of like different color backgrounds. Like, it's an aesthetic, like it is a throwback aesthetic that Nicki is using the inspiration of the throwback aesthetic because it is a throwback song. It's not so literal. Like, y'all really need shit to be like dumb literal in your face. Like, y'all don't understand inspiration or metaphors or anything like that. The shit is wild, but you have a whole opinion. Like, y'all be hella uninformed about culture. Like, we always talk about the culture, but like y'all are actually like so uninformed about the culture, about hip-hop culture, about rap culture, about R&B culture, especially from the late 90s up to the early 2000s and the 2010s. If it's not motherfucking baby hairs and Timbs, y'all don't know what to do with it. You don't even know what it is. Like, it's wild. So I don't want to get no copyright, so I'm not going to play any music, but I am going to like show you guys some stills and read you guys a little bit of the conversation, some of the conversations that we were having. I was like, oh, this is what people are saying. Oh, Barbie Dreamz is boring. Nothing is happening. Just colorful background changes. Too many cuts. That is the Hype Williams early 2000s to 2010s aesthetic. Literally. It's like colorful black background changes, a bunch of like cuts, a bunch of edits. Like, that is the aesthetic. So then I had put, I hope the music doesn't play. Don't play music. Don't play. And then I was like, Gold Digger, Kanye West. Can you guys see it? There we go. I was like, that's the aesthetic. Cuts, colorful background changes. Please don't sue me. Please don't sue me. And then I was like, I told y'all when the Chun visuals came out that Nicki was on her Kanye-ish, and I'm going to let you finish, but Gold Digger is still one of the best music videos of all time. I'm a hip-hop head. People are throwing these opinions out there and have no idea what Nicki is even referencing. Hype Williams directed that video. Like, y'all don't even know your hip-hop history, but have a whole opinion. I was like, y'all act like you love Belly with your fake-ass 90s, 2000s nostalgia, but the entire aesthetic of Barbie Dreamz is that early 2000s with the colors and cuts, editing, and y'all don't like it. And then I had put this Beyonce Check Up On It video. I had put the Beyonce Check Up On It video, which is exactly the same. Exactly the same. And then I was like, people talking about some Nicki should have had on Timbs with baby hairs and bamboo earrings in the vid for that old school vibe. You're boring me to death and I'm already dead. Like, that's all y'all know. Damn, a bitch snoozing. Like, and this is the Barbie Dreamz video, and it's obviously a throwback to exactly what I just showed you with the Check Up On It video, with the fucking Gold Digger video, like, and then I was like, look, now this is a still of Nicki. There's Kanye in the Gold Digger video. Obviously the same throwback aesthetic. There's Beyonce in the Check Up On It video. Obviously the same aesthetic. I was like, nowadays, y'all will be like, that Beyonce video looks cheap. Why is she dancing in front of her satin sheets? Why is she dancing in her bathroom in front of pink tile? This video is boring. Like, shut the fuck up. You don't even know nothing about 2007. Like, shh. Stop talking. Somebody was like, Busta Rhymes, Touch It. I was like, another one. Busta Rhymes and Mary J. Blige in front of just a plain gray background. Like, this is a thing in hip-hop. Hype Williams is a legend in hip-hop, and this aesthetic is a thing. You don't even know. Back up. Back up. Like I keep saying, like, back up with y'all not knowing what you're talking about. These kids talking about nostalgia, but you're right. They hate when someone actually does their homework and gives you legitimate vintage tea. Stop hurting these babies' feelings. You know, they sensitive as fuck. Let them have their basic ass uneducated nostalgia. Nicki served, but if someone doesn't want to like something, it's easy to think of a reason or excuse. Like you said, people don't know what the fuck they're talking about half the time, but want to be the first to speak. Just say no to critique without context. This is the whole 106 in Park, AJ and Free era, Harlem Shake era, Special Delivery era, B2K. I say yes, that is still a throwback era. It's not motherfucking 1995 wearing Tingz, but damn, a bitch snoozing. It is still a throwback era. Somebody was like, the Wipe Me Down video by Boozy did the same thing. And so I was like, yes. So that's the Wipe Me Down video. Same thing. Same exact thing. Cuts, people dancing in front of different color screens. Same exact thing. Somebody was like, these niggas are on nostalgia level 1. Niggas intro to the basics of nostalgia. They want that cheap BS Cardi B and Bruno pulled in that finesse video. People want the same shit repackaged over and over again. Yes. They want that beat you over the head nostalgia. They want it to literally say 90s and play the All That theme song for them to get the reference. My posse and my crew, it's all that, so sit still because we coming right back. That is literally what y'all need. I was like, another one, the fucking video phone fucking video with Beyonce, which is like a bunch of shit, colorful shit changing, and just Beyonce and some niggas with masks on standing around. Like, Hype had a whole aesthetic these kids don't even get. Like you said, if they saw it now, they will call it cheap. Like, I guess 2011 feels super far away for loads of people. I mean, Nicki has been in the game for 10 years now, so people forget her old thing. Stupid Ho by Nicki is a similar concept. Hype Williams had a phase where he had that video set up. I used to spend hours watching VH1 Soul and MTV Hits growing up, so I know. Y'all don't know. Like, y'all don't know. And then somebody else was like, niggas don't have the eye and want to be faked down with visual art because they shot their boy freestyle video on an iPhone 7 Plus last summer. The dancers were everything. Rocking That Thing is a classic. That's the Dream because I posted a clip from the Dream. I don't mind people just standing or dancing in front of a background. It been like this. People don't know shit about shit. I was like, they know nothing about nothing. Y'all don't even know what the inspiration is. This is a wild thing to me. People don't be knowing what the inspiration for something is. They don't be understanding what the aesthetic of a thing is even supposed to be, but they have a whole opinion on it. Like, that shit is wild to me. Like, people was obviously not catching the Crank Yankers references. If you've never heard of Crank Yankers, please fucking look that shit up because it's hilarious. People were not getting, like, the whole Hype Williams references, like the colorful backgrounds. Like, people was just not getting it. Like, because y'all need to be beat over the head with 90s references. Like, the shit is wild. Like, somebody else was like, you know, these people, let me see if I can find it. So like I said, somebody was like, they want that cheap BS Cardi B and Bruno pulled and that finesse video. People want the same shit repackaged over and over again. Somebody else replied to that because I had posted that. Yes, this is exactly what I was thinking. It's the white people's version of hip-hop and R&B nostalgia, which I totally agree. Like the shit that, again, Bruno and Cardi B and these people are giving you, it is the white people's version of hip hop and nostalgia. And that is exactly what y'all are eating up. Like, y'all not even down. They only know surface level shit because when this stuff was in its prime, they weren't paying it any attention. And now they're playing catch up and acting like they know what they're talking about. Everyone just find their seats, please. I was like, yes, everyone find your assigned seats. People that don't know what they're talking about at all have an opinion. It's not fair. They have to stop. 2011 wasn't even that long ago. We just we're using that year in the conversation. And this person was like, half of them was still wet in their beds in 2011, talking about y'all little teenagers that's talking all that crap. And the other half was too busy trying to be down and still trying. And again, this is like what we're talking about. People trying to be down. People trying to be down. Like, back up. Like, back up. Look up some of the references, like learn your hip hop history, like learn your pop culture history, because the fucking puppets shit is hilarious. Like, and the whole throwback to the hype era is fucking cool, especially because it is a throwback song. Like, yet again, y'all want to be beat over the head with this made up white people version of Black American 90s culture. You have latched onto this. Again, even getting back to what I was saying in that other video about formulating a Black identity, people are like using this to form some type of Black identity, dressing up like Fresh Prince and shit. Like, I was Black at that time. I was a Black American at that time. Like, I was fully plugged into fucking hip hop and pop culture at that time. Like, learn. Like, learn. Learn something. And obviously, like, it's fine to, like, not like the video or, like, not like something, but to, like, a lot of the ways that I'm seeing people critique it, it's just, like, you obviously don't know what you're talking about. You don't know your hip-hop history. You have no idea who Hype Williams is. You don't know what his aesthetic is. You don't know what where these puppets are from. You've obviously never seen Crank Anchors. You have no idea what any of these references even are. So how are you calling yourself a cultural critic, making some type of cultural critique? You're not giving a critique. You're just giving your opinion. Because you're not even informed. And y'all know how I feel about uninformed opinions. Uninformed opinions are shit. Barbie Dreamz. Food for thought as always. See you guys next time. Peace.